I thought love was real until my wife left me. Then I realized love is just a word we use to describe a survival instinct. Love is proof that we're afraid to be alone. It's not a feeling. It's an agreement we make with ourselves to survive. When we feel drawn to someone, we convince ourselves it's love. But what does that do for us? It gives us a sense of belonging, of being needed, of not being alone. When we're in love, we don't have to face the world alone. We have someone who depends on us, someone who needs us. And this neediness makes us feel important, valuable. It's like having a security blanket. It comforts us and makes us feel safe. But what happens when that person leaves us or dies? Do we stop loving them? No, we keep on loving them because that's what we tell ourselves we do. Love is a story we tell ourselves to cope with our fear of abandonment. It's a way for us to justify our neediness. And here's the saddest part. The people we love don't even know about this agreement we've made with ourselves. They don't know how needy we are. They don't know how much their presence makes us feel alive. To them, we're just another conquest, another notch on their bedpost. They're just someone we've convinced ourselves is special when really they're just a means to an end. A means to what? Survival. When we're in love, we focus all our attention on the object of our affection. We ignore everyone else. We become obsessed with them. Why? Because our survival instincts tell us this person is important. Don't let go. Don't ever let go. But what if the feeling isn't mutual? What if the person we're holding on to doesn't feel the same way about us? We still hold on. Because letting go means facing the world alone, facing it without the security blanket of love. It means admitting that we're not as strong as we thought we were. We cling to the hope that someday our love will be requited, that someday the person we're with will feel the same way about us as we do about them. But what if that never happens? What if the person we're with just uses us for their own survival? What if they're as needy as we are? Some people say love is a gamble we all take. I say it's a lie we all tell ourselves. We convince ourselves that we're capable of loving someone unconditionally, but really we just don't want to be alone. We're afraid of what it would be like if the person we're with stopped loving us, so we make up this story about love to justify our neediness. But what if we're wrong? What if love is real? How do we know? Because the people we love leave us anyway. They leave us because they're only in love with themselves. They're only in love with the idea of being in love. They're only in love with the feeling they get when they think about love. But that feeling isn't love. It's just a survival instinct. An instinct that tells them they need someone, anyone, to hold on to. And when they find someone, they convince themselves it's love. But what if it's not? What if it's just a way for them to survive? What if they're just using us? How do we know if we're being used? If we're being honest with ourselves, we already know the answer. And we know that the person we're with is only interested in themselves. We know they don't care about us, but we choose to ignore that because we don't want to be alone. We choose to ignore the red flags because being alone means facing the world without the security blanket of love. It means admitting that we're not as strong as we thought we were. But what if we're stronger than we think? What if we can face the world alone? What if we don't need anyone? Then we wouldn't be afraid of losing that person, and we could love them freely. Not out of fear, but out of choice. Not out of neediness, but out of generosity. Because when we're no longer afraid of losing someone, we're free to love them. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome videos.